Jordan Gross, Getting Comfy, Your Morning Guide to Daily Happiness. Discover how to unlock the secret to your daily happiness with the insightful summary of Getting Comfy, Your Morning Guide to Daily Happiness, written by Jordan Gross. This enlightening summary lays out the different forms of negotiation, stressing the importance of establishing a connection with your negotiating partner, understanding their preferences, and effectively communicating with them. Be prepared to embark on a journey that delves into topics such as perceiving the world through the lens of others, dealing with emotions during negotiations, and utilizing various strategies to get what you want in various scenarios. Prepare yourself for an informative and engaging experience that will help shape the way you interact with others and achieve your goals.
Mastering everyday negotiations. Daily life is filled with negotiations, whether you're aware of them or not. This includes 4 primary forms of negotiation: forcing, influencing beliefs, guiding perspectives, and shaping emotions. By recognizing these forms and approaching negotiations with a clearly defined goal, you can successfully achieve more desirable outcomes. Becoming more conscious of these daily negotiations can lead to greater goal attainment and overall satisfaction in life. Negotiations are all around us, from everyday encounters like haggling over flea market finds to high-stakes deliberations like selling a multi-million-dollar company. Within these scenarios, 4 distinct forms of negotiation emerge. First, there is the act of forcing someone to comply, which often requires power. However, this approach can be counterproductive and tends to play a minimal role in most negotiations. Next is influencing someone's beliefs to align with your desired outcome, a useful strategy that requires careful maneuvering when emotional attachments are involved. The third approach is guiding someone's perspective, allowing them to see things through your lens. Finally, the act of swaying someone's emotions to evoke desired feelings is also a powerful negotiation tool. Understanding and effectively applying these negotiation tactics can lead to more favorable outcomes in a variety of situations. The key to success is having a clear goal in mind. Neglecting to set your intentions at the outset may result in short-term solutions that steer you further from your ultimate objective. Consider a post-surgery patient eager to leave the hospital. By successfully convincing the doctors to grant early release but neglecting recuperative physical therapy, the individual risks further injury. Rather than fulfilling their goal of returning to a favorite sport, the short-sighted victory leads to additional setbacks. As you become more conscious of the negotiations at play in your daily interactions, the better equipped you will be to navigate them in your favor. Embracing the power of negotiation not only enhances goal achievement but also brings greater satisfaction in life. Building connection in negotiation. To persuade someone in a negotiation, strive to establish a genuine connection through valuing and understanding their individual preferences. This approach can help shift the dynamics positively and facilitate a smoother negotiating process. The secret to successful negotiation lies in your ability to persuade others to see things from your perspective. Establishing a real connection with your negotiation partner is crucial for achieving this. To create such a connection, start by genuinely valuing the person and showing appreciation for their time. Small acts of politeness, like saying, "please" and "thank you," can significantly impact the negotiation process, but remember that sincerity is key. If building trust proves challenging, ensure that you secure commitment from your partner in a manner that comes naturally to them. For instance, don't insist on signing a contract and a handshake is customary in their culture. When facing difficulty in connecting with your partner due to personal differences, consider engaging a third party to represent you. While establishing connections may seem daunting, it becomes easier when you have the right context and tools. Be mindful that approaches that work for one person might not for another. Some may appreciate a simple "thank you," while others might respond better to a personal card or even a gift. It is essential to avoid making assumptions based on an individual's cultural background or group affiliation. Stereotypical views can hinder your ability to connect, so treat your negotiation partner as the unique individual they are. By understanding their preferences and working to build a bond, you can create a more positive environment for negotiation. Ultimately, always practice kindness in your negotiations. People who feel connected to you will be more cooperative and transparent, leading to a smoother and more successful negotiation experience. Mastering the art of negotiation. Each person's unique perceptions and preferences play a vital role in negotiations. To successfully navigate these differences, practice effective communication, find common ground, and remain calm during discussions. Ask questions to better understand your negotiating partner's perspective, summarize what you hear to confirm mutual understanding, and pay attention to subtle cues that may reveal hidden meanings or feelings. Personal differences and individual perceptions significantly impact the outcomes of negotiations. It is crucial to remember that everyone has unique viewpoints on various subjects. Assuming that others see the world in the same way we do can lead to misunderstandings. To illustrate this concept, think of the age-old question, is the glass half full or half empty? Although the glass remains the same, each person's perception of it may differ. Understanding these differing perspectives is essential when negotiating, and the key to achieving this understanding lies in effective communication. To foster strong communication, first seek common ground by asking questions and empathizing with your negotiating partner's situation. Take the example of waiting for a meal at a restaurant. Instead of immediately assuming the server is to blame, inquire if there is a specific reason for the delay. Maintaining mutual understanding throughout the conversation is also important. Summarize what your negotiating partner has said to ensure clarity and continued shared comprehension. Keep the discussion calm, even if emotions run high. Rather than escalating angry exchanges, ask what has upset your partner and explore ways to rectify the misunderstanding. Moreover, be mindful of subtle signals in your partner's language or mannerisms. For instance, when someone says, "I can't help you right now," it often implies a brush-off. Stay composed and ask if they can recommend someone else who can help or suggest a more suitable time. To excel in negotiations, discard the assumption that your own outlook is the solely correct one. Strive to understand and bridge the gaps between your perceptions and those of your negotiating partner by focusing on empathy, active listening, and adaptability. Leverage standards in negotiation. To improve your chances of achieving what you want from a negotiation, utilize your partner's standards, especially if they're stubborn. By using their own standards to show inconsistencies, you could motivate them to act according to your expectations. However, convey your points tactfully and step by step, so they can easily follow your logic. Everyone knows that it can be tough to get your point across when your negotiation partner isn't listening. So, how can you make headway when they're just not paying attention? The answer lies in utilizing your partner's own standards. Once you identify these standards, you can use them to strengthen your position and catch them if they go against their principles. Take a luxury hotel scenario, for example. Imagine you're staying at an upscale hotel and find your bathroom in a disgusting state. When addressing the situation with hotel staff, try to remind them of the high standards they claim to uphold. By drawing attention to what they themselves have established as valuable, you encourage them to act according to your expectations. However, this may not always be enough. There are times when people don't live up to their own principles, and that's where shame can come into play. If the hotel staff member still refuses to clean up, point out that their uncooperative behavior goes against the hotel's values, especially if you do so politely and in front of others. The key to pulling off this strategy is to lead your negotiation partner bit by bit through your logic. Don't just outright confront them with a statement like, "Your hygiene standards aren't being met." Instead, lay the groundwork by first confirming the hotel's reputation, then asking about their hygiene policies, and lastly, tactfully relating it to the unclean situation in your bathroom. Taking this approach ensures that your partner will be more likely to take heed of your concerns. By leveraging their own standards and pointing out inconsistencies between their actions and beliefs, you can gently steer them towards your desired outcome while maintaining a harmonious negotiation. Unlocking perceptions in negotiations. Understanding diverse perspectives on value can prove advantageous in negotiations. In earlier societies, people traded goods in a barter system, shaping their preferences based on needs rather than monetary value. This way of valuing things still exists today, with items like paintings being a prime example where two people can perceive very different levels of worth. To strengthen your negotiation skills, identify what the other person values, and leverage it as part of the exchange. By connecting and learning about the other party, you can uncover their hidden desires, which can elevate your offer and make it more appealing. In the barter days, people traded their possessions based on personal needs, not their items' monetary worth. This concept persists in our modern world, with some people still valuing certain things beyond their monetary value. For instance, an art auction may see two individuals willing to pay vastly different prices for one painting due to their emotional attachment or personal preferences. Harnessing this insight can be crucial to achieving your goals in any negotiation. The key is discovering what the other person values and using that knowledge to broker a deal. Rather than merely focusing on small talk, dig deeper to uncover the other party's true desires that may hold little significance to you. Armed with this information, you can craft an offer that resonates with them, leading to a beneficial exchange for both parties. For example, in a job interview, research the company's current projects, initiatives, or challenges they may be facing. Identify any opportunities that align with your own interests and bring them up during the discussion. In doing so, you not only demonstrate your skills but also display enthusiasm to contribute positively to the company's ongoing efforts. This approach allows you to stand out as a valuable candidate and dramatically enhances your chances of success. Harnessing emotions in negotiations. Emotions can significantly impact negotiations, either by clouding someone's judgment or causing them to shut down. To navigate emotional obstacles, try acknowledging the other person's feelings and offer sincere emotional support. Doing this can provide emotional relief and pave the way for successful negotiations, as seen in a divorce mediation case. Just remember, always be genuine in your emotional connections. Insincerity can ruin long-term relationships. In the world of negotiations, emotions often bring about challenges. They can cloud our judgment and cause us to lose sight of our interests. When emotions run high, people can even shut down, making it nearly impossible to listen to rational arguments. So how do we deal with emotions during negotiations? Take, for instance, a divorce case where the husband offered his wife nearly all his assets to finalize the ongoing process. The wife, filled with anger, refused even to sit down to negotiate. In this situation, the key to successful negotiation lay in acknowledging her feelings and providing emotional relief. The mediator, recognizing this need, explained to the wife that taking all her husband's assets would leave him with nothing, causing him pain, just as she had experienced. With this knowledge, the wife found the emotional relief she was seeking and agreed to the settlement. However, when acknowledging someone's emotions, sincerity is crucial. Feigning emotional support may provide temporary success, but it can result in broken long-term relationships if the person perceives your insincerity. Always approach emotional negotiations with genuine empathy and understanding to create real connections and achieve positive outcomes.
In conclusion, the summary of Getting Comfy. Your Morning Guide to Daily Happiness by Jordan Gross helps us recognize that negotiation is a significant aspect of our daily lives, which impacts our happiness as well as our ability to achieve our goals. By focusing on establishing connections with others, understanding their perceptions, and adapting our negotiation strategies to suit each situation, we can achieve success in various scenarios. Remember to always be sincere in your interactions, genuinely value your negotiating partner, and pay attention to the emotions involved in the exchange. Use these insights to enhance your overall happiness and satisfaction in life, leading you to become a more content and accomplished individual.